Welcome guys to another broadcast from the AMF GT Dev Series. Tonight we're at Circuit Park Zandvoort, if that's how you say it. It's a 45-minute race like we did last week. It's not an endurance round. GT3 and GT3 mixed class, mostly cloudy, late afternoon and 70% track state. Now with these short races it is mandatory pit stop. So another week, here we go. This is round 4 of season 6. We've got 10 rounds, 6 to go, 2 endurance races to go, and once again I'm Steve Kirk, and joining me in the commentary box is Isaac. How you going, Isaac? Yeah, not too bad, mate. Back on holidays and coming back to the broadcast booth. How'd you go last week, mate? I was watching the broadcast. Did you have fun? I definitely think it's going to be a good race tonight, though. So the time setting is as well. It's pretty much in the late afternoon. It's going to, the sun's going to go down. It's not going to be a night race as such because it's just a pain to kind of broadcast a night race. But look, it's definitely going to be a good race. As always, I'll have to give props to Race Management Services, your one-stop shop for all your iRacing software. They're the sponsor for the series. They're sponsor for this round as well. These guys do amazing work. You can't wait to see this software, as we always say every week. We do get glimpses of it and stuff behind the scenes, and I can't wait to get my hands on it as well. But yeah, I've got to say thanks to these guys for coming on board and help the AMF series keep going, as this is season 6, and we have 4 seasons in a year. So, the AMF boys have all pulled together and still going strong, and Race Management Services jump on as well. There's 2 practice sessions every week, and then obviously race sessions as well. So everything kind of costs money. It's not always free, but yeah, everyone donates their time and stuff, but we still need a sponsor, and Race Management Services have really came on board and helped us out with that. So really appreciate to them, and Dave Clements as well for all the work he does behind the scenes with the AMF GT Dev boys. Yeah, that's it. You always got to have a sponsor for these kind of things, It's always good to have a series and stuff of a league of decent races, and there's plenty of leagues around iRacing, but these guys are a real good bunch of guys, and the racing's really good, and it's not too strict, and it's not too, there's other series around that's a bit off, and people like power tripping, but Jeremy and Ryan behind the scenes at AMF, man, they're awesome blokes, and they just want to have fun, they donate their time, and this is like a part-time job, if you see not only what Isaac and I do as well, and Bruce behind the scenes, but it's a good collaboration of guys that just want to race and have a good series and bring you guys some broadcasts. Here we are as they're gridding up at the moment. I'll just let them jump on. I'll just show you the GTE grid. We'll go through the first 10. Craig Edwards, Rowan Keenan's up second. Liam Eagle from Pulse on third. Michael Barron, Privateer in fourth. William Mitchell out of fifth. Aaron Invers out of sixth. Scott Chambers out of seventh. Jacob Knight out of eighth. Chris Whittaker out of ninth. And Michael Trooper in the 316 in 10th. just go through that grid, show you some names. Bruce Ross out of 13. Dan Hanover in 14th. Bruce's team's not coming up, but Pulse Motorsport. All the way back to 23rd at Damon Mulqueen. Ryan in the 444 car is the safety car. And we'll see if we can pull up the GT3 grid. We've got Chad Hearn heading that one out. Rob Gray in second there with the Beamer. We've got Tom Curran in 26th. Mark Dial, 27th. Simon Armitt. Riley Hauser. Going all the way through. Back down to Grant Matterford coming out of 41st. As we're watching the GTEs here, just pulling away for obviously their formation lap. The rules that came through in the AMF Dev Series was that the GT3 cars or the GT3 leader would give 10 seconds, a 10-second gap behind the GTEs, just in case that, look, if there's an accident in the back of the field of the GTEs, you know, it's pretty highly likely with, 40 cars, 50 cars on a track, it's going to give them a bit of a gap or a bit of a cushion that they can get around the accidents. Yeah, it's a bit of a gap there behind, but it is actually the discretion of the GT3 pole sitter. Oh, that's you from the over east here in WA. Oh, yeah, I'm not even going to talk about the driving over in WA. No. No. Don't talk about WA drivers. They don't know what the indicator is. Half of them would think that the cars come with indicator fluid. Yeah, they probably think that they've run out over here. They don't know how to use it. They have to post it in the newspaper just to see how to teach people how to use a roundabout these days. Alright, as we see, they're just pacing around for one lap. Hopefully it's going to go under green real soon. Hopefully they get it right. Hopefully they get around turn 1 alright. It's not a bad it's not that much of a slow corner. As you can just see, there's Rowan on the left-hand side, just itching for it. On board with Craig Edwards. See how everything goes. There's Liam Eagle and Michael Barron in the Ferrari on the right-hand side there. Stay on until Craig just puts his foot down. Pace car should just get off in front of him right there. And we'll wait for Craig. And he's off. What a gap already he's put on Rowan. There's Liam Eagles all right, but Michael's right behind him. But Craig Edwards has got an awesome start. Rowan right up behind him. Hopefully everything is going to be clear through this corner. Let's go. Aaron Ivers around on the first corner. Hopefully. as he gathers it back up and gets back on track. He's got a little bit of damage on the front right there. Let's go back up with the start of the GT3s. Here's Chad Hearn as they got around that corner. Oh, and there's a big smash. He's just going to pull up and just let the boys go through. I will get a replay of that in about 10 seconds. I'll just watch these GT3s go through and hopefully everything goes all right. GT3s have had a really good start. Let's jump back and have a quick replay. Oh, he's already crashed. That was a while ago then. Let's go back again. Let's watch him from the start here. A little bit on the outside there, not too bad. That was Aaron Evers' spin. Yeah, he's just got a little bit sideways and you know them Porsches. Oh, let's get a quick, we'll get a quick replay of that as well while we can. Yeah, another two of them down the main straight there. As he comes in, he smashes it. He just got that. Them Porsches are evil for that. You know, a little bit of step off the concrete, would I say, or the tarmac, and a little bit of touch of the grass, and they're around. Well, he's dropped 16 spots. So he's dropped from second all the way down to 18th. And as you know, he's been dominating, you know, in the past, you know, 3 rounds. So that's unfortunate for him, but that's going to be a great watch to see if he actually gathers it up and comes back in this race. That's it. Look at the gap already that Craig Edwards has got. I think that's the most of what we're going to see today. A lot of the action is going to be on the cars going a little bit too wide. There's so many corners in this track, and they've got to focus really on their lines. If they do step off, as we've already seen, you know, there's a few cars around, and we're only on, what, lap 3? Oh, just as we see it, just in front of Bruce Ross, there's Scott Clark. We're talking about it. Commentator's curse. Yeah, well, that's it. Rowan just went through Russ McQueen, and Russ basically just pulled over for him and let him through. He'll be really pushing it to get right back up there. But surprising, here we go. Chad Hearn leading the GT3 class, as I should say. He's P22, but in his class he's up the front. Now he's doing that. He's got half a second. Rob Gray's right behind him. And then behind him is Tom Curran. 2.6 seconds behind. And that nice beamer there. I don't expect that gap to stay that late. I think Tom's got it in him, and I think he's just pacing it. Still early in the. It's only lap 4. That was Steve Davis, wasn't it? Yeah, let's try and get a replay of that while we can. as Davis goes round. Let's have a watch of this. Oh, he went right in the back of him. Unlucky. Definitely. Damon Mulqueen, disengaged. He'll be streaming this as well. Unfortunate for him. Yeah, he's between second and third there, so Rob's in front of him, Tom's behind him. Damon's right. Damon's actually in front of him. Weird enough. Yeah, car 347. There you go. 25 stop and hold penalty. As you can see, Davis just going a little bit skew-if. Maybe that car's not too happy. As you can see, that rear wing there's it's bent like a crash glider. So yeah, hopefully he can gather that up. He just went off track there as well. So hopefully he can gather that up and get it back on track. Let's jump up to Chad Hearn here. He's got a little pressure on there. 0.6 behind him. 0.7 should I say is Rob Gray. And a couple of GTEs, obviously, from them accidents that happened before. Let's go through the field. Rowan, he's up to 15th, sorry. And he's getting on the back of Scott Clark there. So we'll see what happens with them. Dave Clements, not too bad. He's right up the back of James Wilson here in that lovely LeBlanc Ford. Yeah, there definitely is. There, obviously, the last couple of weeks, and you got to follow the iRacing paint scheme rules. So we followed suit as well, and as you can see, that SimSpeed have and Race Sport has, and a lot of other broadcasters. Look, we're only an amateur thing here, but we have to follow by the rules as well. Obviously, the whole iRacing community know about it and what's going on, but yeah, definitely we all have to follow suit. And now all the boys have put through their new 2019 paints. As we can see, that's coming up to the end of January. Everyone's done their new paints. And yeah, it looks awesome. Another one I've got to mention is Bruce Ross is right behind Dave Clements. So them two boys are very involved with the AMF Dev Series. So I don't think they're going to tangle up with each other. But Bruce is a really calculated driver. Pulse Motorsport. So I'd love to come back and watch this fight later on. Yeah, there he goes as he goes up the inside there. Try and get a shot of that. That was Jacob Knight just shooting it down in the turn one there. Chris Fraser's got all kinds of battles going on. Right behind him, David Miller's all over him in the Porsche. So obviously him going, oh, just as Jacob gets a little bit wide in the back there. Chris Fraser's got his hands full as he had to go wide and let Jacob through. David Miller's capitalised on that and caught up with him a little bit, and he's really putting the pressure on here. So hopefully this goes nice and clean. But let's go back up as well. We've got Michael Barron on the back of Liam Eagle. This is third spot into second. And then behind him, he's got William Mitchell that's right on the back of him in a Porsche. So he's a Ferrari and a Porsche sandwich here. I don't know how this one's going to work out too well, but if one of them Porsches touch the side of the track, as we've seen, obviously they're going to go off. But commentator's curse, I'm not going to say that about these guys. Pulse Race team are really good. They know what they're doing. Let's see what the Ferrari has. As we see hear another smash in the background there. Do we know who that is? Or was that a motor blowing up? Yeah. I just heard that just in the background there. I just checked the pit lane there. There's a LeBlanc car in there. That's not good. Just as you can see him move. Oh, hang on. That's the whole Chris Fraser Jacob battle, I think. Is it? Or am I wrong? It is. It was. I'll jump back on with Michael Barron, third spot. He's right on the back of Liam Eagle. But look who's checked out. Craig Edwards. Look at that. He's already checked out, man. 5.4 seconds ahead. But don't forget, we have a compulsory pit stop in this. And Craig, obviously, has got to touch up the back there from rolling in the start. We probably missed. It doesn't look like his car's too straight, or that GT3 badge on the back of his car doesn't look too good. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, nah, he's had a little bump there. Let's go back to the closest fight within the GT3s. This is 5th spot. Simon Armitt on Mike Dial. This is the closest out of the GT3s. Oh, unlucky. See, them Porsches, as we've been saying, I think I better stop saying about the Porsches touching the grass here. I think the Ferrari drivers has got one up on them today. Just watching Michael Barron fight. He's getting right up there. That's all right. Sorry, mate. I'm not cutting in. I'm just watching these fights here. We've got another David Miller, 9th spot. Oh, who's that around? Was that? Who was that? Definitely. Yeah, because we've got a couple of cars in the pits here, but I'm trying to find who the GT3 was that just turned around then. Damon Mulqueen. He's in between some GT3s here, and he's to head down, bum up, and get past Tom there. I think Tom will let him through anyway. Oh, but he'll be pushing that car, looking for the right spot to get through. Sitting behind a GT3 is not, as he just come in. Is he going to get the crossover just to let him through? But Tom Curran's making that car look even wider, even though he's not in the same fight, GT3 versus GTE. As there he goes, he's going to go up for the inside of the next run. Well, the closest one we've got is Chris Radicic behind Brendan Young. Oh, Rob Gray. That's a lap car. Yeah, that's a lap car. That's not for position, not that one. Because Chad Hearn is 2.2 seconds up the road. All right, let's go back up the front. Michael Barron is still on the push, but William Mitchell is right up the back wing of that Ferrari. He's looking at a Porsche in front of him, and he's looking for a Porsche right behind him. He's got the pressure on today. Is he going to go for a move? He's not close enough. I don't think he's close enough to make a move at turn 1. Is he going to shoot it down there? Nah, he's going to pull in behind him. Just let it go for now. But don't forget, there is a mandatory pit stop, so let's see what happens. Just going to jump back to Rob Gray here. Yeah, Damon Mulqueen's caught up right behind Rob Gray. All right, let's go through the field. We've got Craig Edwards up front. There he is, at 6.96 seconds up the front. As you can see, nothing behind him. Nice and cruisy drive he's got happening. Not too bad. All right, Liam Eagle in 2nd place. Got a bit of pressure on, not too much. Michael Barron's behind him. But, you know, when you're in these kind of predicaments, you know, can you attack while you're trying to defend? Which one do you focus on first? Which one would you focus on? Well, that's it. Look, you can make these cars look wide, and if you can, if I'd be in the same predicament as you, I'd look behind me more than looking in front, because if you're close enough, and you see these guys, this is 2 or 3, 4 laps that these guys have been pretty much under each other's wings. You just wait for that one mistake, and as you've seen these RSRs, the minute they get a little bit too wide, touch that grass, they're going to get all kinds of out of shape. So if he minds his own business, looks behind him, Williams behind him, so keep that wolf away from your door, and he'll get that spot. But I don't like his chances against Liam Eagle. These boys can drive, and I don't think that they're going to push them cars too wide. As you can see there, he didn't even take as much track out as he could have. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Who else we got in the battles? Everyone's been pretty good today. What's going on? Dan Hanover, 0.3. Up the back of James Wilson. This one's a good one. Right behind him, he's got Dave Clements and Aaron Ivers. So this one's going to be a good one. Dave Clements is right up the back of him. Plus Dan's going to have a shot at James soon. So let's jump on board with Dave Clements and watch this little battle unfold. Oh, as he sticks the nose up there. But don't forget, behind him, they've got stuff going on behind him. Oh, as you can just see, Aaron Ivers making a move outside of Dave. I don't think he's going to get it done. Unlucky, but there you go. You've seen Aaron Ivers right behind him, just waiting for that move, waiting for that crash. I shouldn't have said that, but but this is a hell battle pack that's going on here, and I think Aaron Ivers, if he just hangs back there for a little bit longer. But you can see the gap between Dan and Dave, just from Dave there trying to be a little bit protective of his spot. He's lost a bit of time, even though he was going to put a move on Dan not even half a lap ago. So hopefully Dan could get it together and get past James here, because it looks like, obviously, no offense to James, but he must be holding this train up, or these faster boys have just got on pace now. 12 laps in, everything's come good, and they just want to run this, and the boys from the back are pushing through. So we'll see how this battle folds as well. Oh, it does lunge. Not bad, not bad. Let's have a look at this. Just gonna have a replay of that move there. That Aaron just, oh, it was already done. Unlucky. Just really wanted to see that there. We'll go back live. Oh, as he's just going to put the nose up there. But as you can see there, he's really moving through this pack here. Oh, on the curve. Yeah, but that's it. As he sticks the nose up there. Oh, he's gone wide. He's locked it. It's not the part of the track that he's going to get a jump on him, though. No. That was a bottle. Whoops. He's really putting the pressure on. And Dan's my teammate, so I've got to root for him, mate. So, but you can really see that Aaron's car's on point at the moment, and he's really, as you can see, he just went through Bruce and Lee. Oh, as you can see, Dave. Sorry, I just saw Liam Eagle is in inside. He's got the inside run as they're going to get through. They won't touch. Oh, and he's just getting a little bit of touch, and Dan's got a little bit wide, and he's going to lose 2 spots from that. Bruce Ross is going to go through as well. Unlucky for him. Just what we'll do now is we'll just jump to the pit lane as we have Liam Eagle just pitted. Michael Barron is just pitted. And not only that, Scott Chambers as well. They're all back on track. They've done their pit stops. Now let's jump back up to the Aaron Invers fight here. I don't know, man. Look, the move was half done, okay? Even this was against my teammate. Let's keep it impartial. I'm sorry, mate. The move was pretty much 90% done before there was a little bit of a touch there. You know, there wasn't no crash from it. As you can hear a crash in the background. You know, Dan had control of the car at all times. He did go a little bit wide, but that's not a racing incident. That's just bumping. Yeah, that's it, mate. That's a Days of Thunder on that one. All right, as we go, we'll go up the front. Craig Edwards, 9.6 seconds in front, and he's already starting to take over these GT3s. So, yeah, he's really, bad out of hell. He's really pushing hard today. Unfortunate for, as I say, Rowan, he's back in 7th spot at the moment, but he's only 3 seconds on the back of Jacob Knight, so he's really pushing through the field. He's only got 11 spots back from that turn 1, turn 2, lap 1, lap 2 incident. So that's good. He's on the back of Jacob as well. Another one in front is Jacob Knight's on the back of Chris Fraser. Another PRT car. But in front of that, it's all pretty gapped. So, you know, you got 7 seconds, 5 seconds, and 9 seconds. So, look, that's pretty good. The pit stop's going to play a little bit of strategy in this little battle here. Also, as you can see on screen, the GT3s, they're going to start lapping these cars. A lot of cars are going to be mixed up in the pack here. So, this is where these little battles are going to either win or lose, is lap cars plus their pit stop times as well. That's a few drivers coming in. All right, we've got Dave Clements. No, hang on. All right, who we got? We got Jacob Knight. Okay, we've got Dan Hanover. We've got James Wilson. As we said, pit stop strategy is going to be the best within them battles. That's the 3 battles there. And as you can see, oh, he jumped 1 spot. Don't quote me on it. I think he has. James Wilson, let's go on board. He jumped Dan in the pits. Now Dan's behind a GT3 as well. Well, you've got... well, that's funny enough. He did a 10.6 second stop. So how can he jump? The boys must have been sleeping off the mark there. Yeah, lap 15. Unlucky. Craig Edwards, miles out front. Oh, as Rowan just goes up there and hits him on the inside. I'll try and find out who that Audi driver is. But unlucky, that's going to be another penalty for sure. And that's it. He still has to come in and do a penalty. I think he's just become a lot impatient at the moment. But, you know, unfortunately for him, he's dominated the series so far. You know, coming through a field at the GT3s, and especially being a GTE driver, you're meant to be the elite category here. You know, unlucky, because the way I saw that wasn't, he came down on him or across him, he gave him a real good nudge because he was going in there with some speed. Oh, unlucky. We'll come back and see where he is a little bit later in the race. 18 minutes, 54 seconds to go. It's been flying past. Michael Barron, fight again. They're still at each other. That's a good fight. Chad Hearn still up front. Tom Curran 2.4 behind. He's still in second spot. So there we go. We're going to have an RRT 1-2 again. Simon Armian, third. Riley Hauser in fourth, 3.8 behind him. Kester Mack down one lap, but he's in fifth position, the GT3s. Rob Gray, 1.8 behind him, sixth position. Mark Dial, Gary Fishwick on eighth. See the gap between them two, there's a little bit there. It's an 11 seconds gap there, so obviously something's happened to Gary a little bit earlier on. I was watching the timing, obviously teammate and all, he dropped a little bit, so there might have been something there. There's no pit stop done yet either. Talking about that, Rowan Keenan's is in the pits, or just finished his stop hole penalty, but I think he'll probably get another one for that that GT3 one. Yeah. As you can see, the cars that we've got this Liam Eagle Chambers and Michael Barron fight catching up to the GT3s, and that's Gary Fishwick. Oh, as he just pulls it in there a little bit closer. That's pretty close from a standpoint. You wouldn't want to get any closer than that. Is Scott Chambers going to follow him through? Gary just pulls out the way. They've lost a little bit of time there. Here, Bruce Ross, 0.6 behind James Wilson. He's in 14th at the moment. Dan Hanover in 15th. Still on the back, Bruce Ross. Dave Clements has dropped because he was in that fight as well, wasn't he? Brenton Hawkins, he's in the pit, having his pit stop at the moment. Riley Hauser in the pits for the GT3s. Also, we have Russ McQueen. He's in as well. Kester Mack and the GT3s. He's in the pits as well. Also, basically, we've had a few dropouts. Scott Clark, Mitchell Wiley, Michael Trooper is still in the pits. I think he's getting some service time. He's been in there pretty much the whole race. So I didn't see what happened with them boys, but unlucky. You always want to finish a race. Steve Bartholomew up in 10th spot of the GTEs. Nice Gulf livery there. Gotta watch this though. Craig's definitely got to come in soon. He's definitely got to pit soon. And William Mitchell in second spot's 12 seconds behind him. I reckon he'd put him probably in about 5th or 6th. That's Chad Hearn and Tom Curran just coming out of the pits there. Just in front of Rob Gray coming down into the first turn. Rob's done his pit stop, so... As you can see, there's Chad and Tom. There's Rob Gay coming around as well. William Mitchell is up the front and he is leader at the moment. But Craig Edwards, funny enough, 2nd position. He only lost 1 position from that whole pit stop there. Yeah, how's that, eh? Not too bad. Let's check the weather. Mostly cloudy as we saw at the start. The ambient is 20, track temp is 21. The wind is 2 k's an hour and the humidity is 1. So basically it's a nice, dry, cold track. So these boys will be hopefully gripping up pretty well. Yeah, so it's probably a little bit safer now. Obviously the cold tyres, I don't think the boys would change tyres on a 45-minute race. And looking at their stop times, I don't think they are. They're just taking on a bit of fuel to get them to the end. As you can see, there's only 12 minutes 52 seconds left of the race. Another battle we'll go to is Bruce Ross. He's still on the back. This whole train that's happening here, they're just swapping positions between them, to be honest. Dan, Bruce and James. This is going to be a final a lap battle. I can feel this coming on, that it's going to be one of them final lap battles. You know, you'll see some moves happening between these three. Dan's a really good driver, and I reckon he's going to push it up there and close some gaps. But not only that, Bruce is in front of him, so he can hold his own, and definitely you'll probably see him trying to push on James Wilson. So that'll be good to watch and flick back after the basically the end of the race and see what's happening. That's Dave Clements going around the side of Gary Fishwick, and you can just see Steve Bartholomew just in front of him there, not too far. Let's go back to Damon Mulqueen. He's back in 18th position. At least he's still going there. He had a few a bad bit of a run in with the wall back there, but he's back on this game and going hard. But look, as we've seen, Craig Edwards is back up front. As we can see, oh, we can hear in the background someone just smashing. I'll try and find out who that is. No, it's not there. I'm just trying to look at the speeds here. Steve Bartholomew in the pits. Yeah, I just heard that out the side of the headphones there. I was trying to find out who dropped speed real quick. Alright, we're at lap 23. And the timing is saying we'll get 30 laps out of this race, but we've only got 10 minutes left, so we'll see what happens. Let's jump back on board with Dan Hanover. He's getting real close to the back of Bruce Ross there. Hopefully there's going to be a move there soon when I pick the right camera that I want to look at. Oh, there he is. Oh, I can joke about my mistakes, so it's all good. It's all right, Isaac, if you see it as well, point it out and just go, what did you do that for, silly? Well, we've had these two battles as well. Look, Liam Eagle battle as well. He's right at the back of Michael Barron, so that's going to be a good one as well. But you can pretty much say that the top two positions are taken. Craig Edwards got number 1. William Mitchell, he's got number 2, as long as no mistakes happen. And sorry if you do, it's not a commentator's curse, all right? Because I've said a lot of stuff about Craig all day and he hasn't crashed. But everyone's pretty spread out all the way through. Even the GT3 field is pretty good, to be honest. Just looking a bit back up the front here. Chris Whittaker in 6th. He's got a good gap. David Miller's a couple of seconds behind, as you can see the gap there. And I'm surprised he's in 6th. Jacob Knight as well. Out in P9. He's really good in the Ferrari. He's a really good driver in the Ferrari. I'm surprised he's not a little bit up there first. Up the front a little bit. Michael Barron's only 2.7 behind second place William Mitchell. Don't forget that Michael Barron, he's got 11 laps on the tyres he's got, where William Mitchell in front of him has only got 2. So basically, William's tyres will be heating up now. So he's basically lost the chance to catch up onto William. But in the same thing, he's got to watch out for that fight from Liam. He's going to probably make a move as well. But not to mention that Liam has got 10 lap old tyres. So oh, he's jumped on the back of the train there. Oh, as he goes out the outside of... As he... No. Oh, let's go and have a look. As he's going to get up the inside of him. Yeah, he did as well. What a move. He's really been an aggressive driver. He really wants to get back up the front there. You got to give him that. Oh, as Dan makes a lunge. They'll keep it a bit, but he'll go on the inside of that one. No, he doesn't get it. Dan pulls away. That was an awesome move. Back at him. You got to come back at him aggressive. You got to do it instantly, and Dan pulled that off in spectacular fashion. Team CMR for the win. Good work. Gotta chuck it in there. As you can see, James Wilson just going around some GT3 cars there. Hopefully they don't hold him up too much. As you can see, oh, in a first, as I can just jump back there on the camera. But as you can see, things are heating up as in Dan goes through. Oh, unlucky. That's all good. You'll be right. You'll be right. All right. As you can see, obviously battling. He's losing a little bit of time. The GT3s are getting in the way. We said this was going to happen. We said this was going to happen a few minutes ago, a few laps ago. That this is what's going. It's running up the inside. As Dan going to give him to him side by side. Here we go. Who's going to get the run into the next one? Nope. Oh, Dan locks up a little bit and Rowan going through. These boys. Slow down, you two. Watch out. Dan, yeah. That's all right, mate. It's still close enough. And there you go. As Rowan's on the back of Bruce, he's got the blink. He's got the headlights on, as they always will. But he's not even flashing them, so I won't say that. I'll take that back. Bruce is probably feeling the pressure from Rowan, knowing that who's behind him. But don't worry, these PRT boys will know what they're doing. Oh, he's getting close. He got a good run out of that last corner. As they see it, let's go see this coming into turn 1. Deep lunge. But is he going to pull it up? Oh, how deep on the brakes was that? As he runs wide. Oh, even then, Bruce Ross jumping on the brakes, giving him a little bit of space. Respect, even though he just stole your spot. I'm sorry, man. I would have been really on the pressure there. Sorry, he went off. I would have sent that right down the inside. As you can see, James Wilson now is going to feel the pressure of Rowan for cutting through the field. A GT3 car in front of him. Rowan does nothing but excite this. It makes us something to broadcast as the 3 wide. Oh, mate. Rowan, mate, he's going off like a frog in a sock. He's angry. He got his 20-second pit stop and went, nah, I'm coming back out. I'm going to fire this Porsche up the inside, left, right, and centre. Yes, but he's 10 seconds behind Aaron. We've got 4 minutes to go. Let's go back up the field here. Let's have a look. Craig Edwards out the front. No joke. 14 seconds. out the front of William Mitchell. All right, William Mitchell's sitting pretty. He's not worried. 5 laps on his tyres. He's all good to go. Back into third position, 2.7 seconds. Behind is Michael Barron. Oh, as he just has a really touchy moment. And then behind him, Liam Eagle is probably going to make a move. Yeah, this is a podium spot. This one, they're definitely gonna have a crack at the title here. I think Liam's gonna. Oops, as I go to the right car, I think Liam's really gonna give it to him in the next 3 minutes and 15 seconds. By the looks of it, the Ferrari's not too well, even though it's only done 5 laps. Oh no, actually no, they haven't changed tyres, so they're all on 28 lap tyres. The pit stops don't show that they've done it. They've just topped the fuel up. So, no, that's correct. I'm wrong. I'll admit it. Put my hand up. No, sorry. 5 laps. He just pitted in 5 laps. He just filled up his fuel in 5 laps. So, all these cars are on the same amount of tyres. This is going to be a good one down to the wire. But Craig Edwards up the front, he's just killing it, man. Look, dude, he's in a world of his own, just thinking, oh, I'm just going for a Sunday drive, you know. Come on, mate. Leaves. That's it. I'm gonna say to him now. I'm gonna get off when we're talking on the broadcast. I'm gonna say to him, mate, Craig, I think you need to start at the back of the field, bro. All right, we're gonna chuck you down the back. All right, Damon Mulcairn 0.5 out the back. This is P16, half a second behind. Someone's glitching there. That's not gonna make it happy. At the back of Brenton Hawkins, that I'm pretty surprised that he's back that far. Ronan Keynes 10 seconds behind Aaron Invers. Aaron Invers is 2 seconds behind Jacob Knight. Let's go up to Craig Edwards is right behind them. Look at that. He is lapping the 4th GTE. Okay? So he's lapping P17 right now. Guy's a machine. As he gets it does. They would have saw the blue flag there. See ya, get out the way. Craig would have just cruised on by. Now he's caught up to Damon Mulcairn. See what Damon's going to do. Damon will just let him pass, no dramas at all. But that could go an advantage as well, rather than a disadvantage. When you see that blue flag, oh, he's going to try and move. Oh, as he gets wide. Gathers it up. Come on, Damon gets it back, keeps it off the wall. Brilliant. Brilliant stuff. Oh, just as Brenton goes wide as well, pulling back on. Craig Edwards pulls up. Doesn't want to have a bar of that. As you can see, there's Brenton just letting him through. No dramas whatsoever. What a race we've had today. What a race. As we come down to the last 36 seconds, and he'll probably show the white flag on this, maybe next lap. No, next lap. Next lap will be the last lap, because lap 29. It's 30 laps. That's what I'm saying. It's 30 laps. All right, so next lap will be the last lap. Let's go through real quick for the battles. Liam Eagle, fourth position, battle for third. He is on the back of Michael Barron. Watch that space. All right, let's go back. The closest one. Well, Chris Whittaker on the back of Scott Chambers. Another very close battle. That'll probably make a move at the end of this one if he can keep up to him. Okay, Bruce Ross, Dan Hanover, same battle. It's been going all day. These guys have been chopping, changing, taking tickets on whose number's what. So this is probably going to be a good one on the last lap. Chad Hearn out by 6.6 seconds on his teammate Tom Curran to take out the GT312 as the time runs out, and Craig Edwards will be shown the white flag on this lap. What a sensational race. Let's go back to this battle. Yeah, he's second time lapping. He's up to the eighth, or well, as you said, eighth position of GT3s he's lapped, and he's lapped up to P15 and the GTEs. Takes out the win. William Mitchell, here's the fight coming through, 1.8 seconds behind. No big drama, no big threat. As he crosses the line, we'll jump back into Liam Eagle. He's only half a second behind, but no dice there. The next battle will be back with a Bruce Ross, Dan Hanover fight. Can any of them make a move? Look how bunched up they are. They're getting to the final corner. Can't lick a stamp and send it, Dan. Come on, mate. CMR for the win, brother. Let's do it. Come on, bud. Oh, he's trying to get real close, isn't he? That's all right. Good work, though. Gotta say, good drive for them boys. Well done. Okay, let's jump back to Damon Mulqueen. He's coming home in 17th. Craig Edwards. Let's see if we can find a fight. Rob Gray is already over the... Oh, someone ran out of fuel. No, boys have done an awesome job. Simon Armit right behind. Boys are pulling over the pits. Who else we got? There's Andrew Phoebe coming through with a little bit of a panel damage on the front of his Mercedes there. Looks like someone's half chewed a minty. But let's go to the man of the minute, Craig Edwards. What a sensational drive from him. All right, let's go to the grid. Chuck it on. Let's have a look and go to not the grid, the results, the GTE results. Craig Edwards up front in P1. What a drive from him. Unlucky for Roland. I know, little mistakes and also the pit stop penalty he had there, but he still came home in 10th. So let's go through it. William Mitchell, what a drive. 16 seconds behind. Michael Barron, good fights. Liam Eagle in 4th for Pulse Race Team. Awesome. Scott Chambers, 5th. Chris Whittaker in 6th. These boys had a flawless run all night. They're awesome spots for what they were. I'm surprised they're not up in the front battle, but Craig just dominated tonight, them cold conditions and stuff. David Miller out of 7th for RT, or Redback Racing Team. Chris Fazer out of 8th for Tempo. Aaron Invers out of 9th. Rowan Keans out of 10th. Unlucky race for him tonight, but he did put on a show. Got to give him that. Who else do we have? Okay, 11th, James Wilson. Bruce Ross out of 20th. Good, clean drive. Dan Hanover, Team CMR out of 13th. Awesome drive as well. Their battles with James Wilson, Bruce Ross, Jacob Knight, Dave Clements. It was awesome to watch tonight. 14th, Jacob Knight. Surprised he's not in the top 10. He's a really good driver, especially with that Ferrari. You can really push that thing to the limits. Dave Clements out of 15th. Brenton Hawkins 16th. Damon Mulqueen out of 17th. He's had an unlucky race tonight. He should be a little bit higher as well. Stephen Bartholomew out of 19th. Steve Davis out of 22nd. Russ McQueen out of 24th. I don't know what happened to 23rd and stuff, but these guys are actually a lap down, so these guys are not the finishers. Let's go over to the GT3 results. Chad Hearn out of 1st. Tom Curran out of 2nd. This is getting a repetitive pattern with these two. I think we have to send these guys to the back of the field as well. Rob Gray out of 3rd. Mike Dial out of 4th. Kester Mack out of 5th. Jeremy Clark out of 6th. Brendan Young out of 7th. Chris Radicic out of 8th. Riley Hauser 9th. 10th, Gary Fishwick out of Team CMR. I better not stuff that up. He'll probably give me a bollocking later. Cameron Pryor out of 11th. Hayden Benefield, FT1 Motorsport, out of 12th. Simon Armit out of 13th. I'm surprised about what happened there. He must have had a fight or an argument or wanted to punch up with a ball. But I'm surprised he's a really good driver. He's not a little bit higher and didn't finish her at all if it was a DNF. P. Lee out of 14th. Andrew Phoebe out of 15th. Justin Cotterill out of 16th, but he's a Audi safety car driver, and Grant Mattisford that was a dot start.
Pretty crazy first couple of laps, but seemed to have calmed itself down when the race progressed.
Yeah, it's that kind of race where the first couple of laps of this track can get a bit argy bargy, a bit shoulders out, elbows out. But yeah, definitely calmed down into a nice race. There was some serious battle packs going on, especially through the GTEs through that race, though.
Yeah, definitely. Had a few. There were a few hard in mouth moments, shall we say, with few of the battlers. Thankfully, we all came through that relatively unscathed.
Yeah, there was some great battles all the way through that, but definitely the GTE. There was a couple of battle packs that were really good. The one that springs to mind big time for me is James Wilson, Bruce Ross, and Dan Haneva. I think they showed what this series is all about: racing hard, racing nose to tail, but never actually touching, never going for that silly overtake, always waiting for the right moment. And yeah, it was brilliant to watch them.
Yeah, it definitely and we can't. I honestly cannot wait to do it all again next round at the Nurburgring on the GP circuit.
Yeah, the GP circuit always adds an interesting race. It's one of those ones where you want to get out and.
Oh, Ryan just cut out then.
Yeah.
Did,
I
have you got me?
yeah, I have. I just found out. Someone just messaged me then that they weren't hearing the car audio the whole entire time, Isaac. We've done it again.
Oh,
Round 4.
we'll get there.
That was an
You guys
awesome
will get there.
race to broadcast.
Oh,
Absolutely
Steve,
awesome
it was
race.
fantastic. Even from the race control point of view, watching it, it was an awesome race. Actually, in both points, I think we gave out 3 written penalties tonight, which is fantastic when you've got 40 cars on.
Mate, the GT3 field, I know I didn't cover them too much tonight. I'm sorry for that. I tried to jump
Oh,
through the field and show a little
how,
bit of the underdogs,
and
but how clean was it?
I'm sorry for them too, but how good was that battle between Bruce, James, and
Oh yeah.
It was brilliant. These guys absolutely raced awesome tonight. Look, a lot of people don't know about the AMF Dev Series. We have elite to pro to amateur to rookie. The rookie field is actually the GT3s. And looking on the timing screen, that there was only 1 or 2 GT3s that didn't finish the race tonight. But for the rookies, there weren't any penalties or major incidents back in there. It was more the GTEs where the elite boys or the pro boys are trying to push a little bit of a fight.
yeah, exactly right.
And that's what caused the accidents tonight. Hey, Ryan.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, all of the incidents and penalties I did have to hand out were actually for the top end of the spectrum in the GT3.
Yeah, but even for a standpoint, I'm pretty happy with the broadcast tonight. It went well, even though that I just got a message. I cannot believe I'm only running 2 screens tonight. I didn't see the message that the cars they couldn't hear 'em. So I'm absolutely spewing because that would have been the best broadcast we have done in the history of AMF Dev Series.
Not a drama, mate. There's always next week. Nurburgring always produces some great.
That is an awesome track to race on. There were some tight U-turns. Yeah, obviously, you got the little bus stop, and the last corner is a bit of a good one as well. You can make a couple of moves on, but that's going to definitely be a good fight there. Hopefully, we can have the same kind of quality of driving to
I
next
think
week.
we will. I think we will. The Nürburgring also opens itself up for quite a few switchback opportunities as well, so it should make for some great.
Yeah, true, true. I'm gonna go try and find someone. So if you want to talk to Isaac, just about the AMF Dev Series, and what's coming up and what we're doing and RMS and stuff, I'll try and find someone I can try and pull in here.
Fair enough. Well, yeah, I suppose for those people that don't know, the Dev Series has been going on. This is our 6th season now. Everything we do is fixed setups. Fixed setups is obviously the way to go to create this tight pack racing that we have. And yeah, it's been pretty good fun actually. Really enjoying it.
Yeah, and I've heard this series through quite a number of different people, as I do. I'm part of race control for GT Leagues Australia, and they've mentioned about the AMF Diff series. So I believe someone's just joined us now.
Bruce Ross, how you going, buddy?
Yeah, good, thanks, mate. How's yourself?
Mate, awesome. How was that ride for you?
Yeah, that was a really, really good race. It was nice, clean racing. There was no contact anywhere, and yeah, we just nose to tail the whole.
Yeah, there's some decent moves and stuff happening.
Yeah, it's one of those tracks that you can't afford to go in too deep and to try to force a pass. You've just got to wait for it to come to you, because if you don't, it's going to bite you, and it's going to bite you hard. So it is a hard track to pass on. It was it was nose to tail in our little group, and there wasn't many positions changing there because like I said, extremely hard to make.
I just wanted to say from a race control point of view, to watch 3 guys go nose to tail for an entire race like that and not make contact once was, absolutely phenomenal from you guys. I don't know if you know Bruce, but I do a 3-2-1 every week for the race, and tonight my 3-2-1 actually goes to you 3 drivers, and I couldn't split it, so all 3 to get 2 points for tonight because, for the best and fairest, because I couldn't split the 3 of you guys. The 3 of you drove fantastic.
It's good to hear. Like I said, I mean, it's enjoyable when you're racing against people that you know that are going to leave room and everyone's going to be looking out for each other, and you're concentrating on not making car contact to ruin someone's race. So it's enjoyable in the house.
All right. Well, Bruce, I had to bring you in. That was an awesome drive, man. If you watch the replay back of the broadcast, we just found out at the end of the broadcast, or near the end of the broadcast, you couldn't hear the cars. So I'm thinking you might not be able to hear Isaac either. So kind of mistake from there, but you'll get the point. We did get pretty much excited about the 2 battles that were going on. We had Liam Eagle up the front with William Mitchell, and that was happening, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. And then we had you guys a little bit later, the top 10-ish, having a battle. So we were focusing on that all race. It was an amazing run, mate. You had some clean driving, and you were swapping spots. I actually want to go back and actually watch how many times you guys actually swap spots, because every time I'd look at the timing sheet, someone would make a move on someone. But how was your rate? How was your heart rate? Were you cool with that?
There was a couple of moments where it went up and down, sort of thing. I think after coming into the first round of pit stops, because we're moving positions up to that point. After the pit stops, it wasn't much movement. But I had Liam coming up behind me as well. So being a teammate, we were on the Discord channel talking to each other. So I pitted a lap earlier than what I was going to, just to clear him. That's what teammates do. But yeah, it all worked out in the end. Didn't cost me any time, and it didn't cost him any time. So we're both in our battle packs, just pushing on.
Yeah, mate, that was awesome work. And not only that, how did you find when Rowan came through?
Yeah, look, it was one of those things. I mean, he's quick. There's no doubt about it. So I knew where he was always going to get me coming into the first corner. He was always a lot deeper in brakes than what I was. So I just left him the room to do it. And every time he went past me, it was a clean pass. So I had no issues with it. But, look, he was fast, and you just had to...
Yeah, cool. Oh, well, I thought I'd bring one of yous in, and because it was an awesome battle tonight, man. It was extremely awesome to watch. If you do watch the replay back, that I probably will in about a minute because I'm really annoyed about the whole sound thing. But hey, that's what happens. We're still all new at this, and I've got to say thanks to jumping in the commentary box as a racer this time, Bruce, and Ryan and Isaac and stuff for helping us out tonight. And yeah,
No worries.
I'd also like to say a big thank you to Dave working behind the scenes to get RMS up and working. And for those who don't know, RMS is a new piece of software being made to make iRacers' lives a lot easier. At the moment, still in very early testing phases, but hopefully we should be getting our hands on a piece of software in the next 6 to 12 months, but this will make iRacing a lot better for everyone in general. There'll be a social aspect of it, racing on your phone, everything. So yeah, RMS definitely getting behind it, and couldn't thank them enough for their support this season.
cool, Ryan. We always touch base every start of the broadcast. You know, we got to thank them, and as what you just said then as well. You know, without race management service. And what they do for us here, and I did touch base on the start of it and said, you know, how much you guys put into your time and effort and stuff, and it's really appreciated that we get this far. So look, let's look forward to the next 6 to 12 months, and let's grow from here, and hopefully it's a good adventure for everyone.
Oh, I think it will be, Steve. Yeah, really looking forward to the broadcast for next week. I'll chat to you guys.
He just cut out a little bit then. that's Ryan's Discord there, but yeah, that's cool. That's Ryan. He's put a lot of time into AMF Dev Series. So look, for me, Steve Kirk, I'm going to sign off for the night. Sorry about the audio problems. It was a simple mistake. It definitely was. I'm running 2 screens instead of 3 tonight. But look, we had an awesome race. We've learned a lot. We keep moving every week. We're not a professional service. We do this as volunteers because we want to. You know what I mean? I'd love to be on there on the track, the same as Isaac, you know. We'd love to be on track, but we're not. But, you know, as from Steve, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching it. And Isaac, all yours, mate.
No worries. Big thanks to Steve for this one, for jumping me up on board the commentary box. I really do enjoy it. Great racing, and I'll see you guys next round at the Nürburgring.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.